Let's start Take All the Notes Tuesday with 2 warm-ups, starting with number 2. Number 2, this is called a same base exponential. What base should I use? 4. Okay, so 16 is 4 squared. And 64 is 4 cubed. Thank you for seeing ahead there. I heard that. Good job. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is change the 16 to 4 squared. And you guys might be getting to the point now where you can just make that 4 to the negative 2. And then take the 64 and make that 4 cubed. Okay, so step 1, 16 is 4 squared. And 64 is 4 cubed. Step 2, I'm going to bring this 4 squared upstairs and make it 4 to the negative 2. And then keep the negative 3b there. We're just going to leave this because I already have the feeling that this is going to be a weird answer. Okay, so cancel out the 4s. These two multiply to be positive 6b. These two multiply to be negative 6b. No. No. Sorry, you're all wrong. No, you had v equals v. You didn't have one positive and one negative. That's why. I mean, I didn't lie to you according to what you had. If it was just v equals v, but it's v equals negative v, that's different. Oh, it's okay. All right. Okay, now number 4. This is very important. This is what we learned yesterday. Okay, now I'm going to say something really stupid, but it's going to stick in your head forever. It's one of those things that's going to help you later, but I just have to sacrifice some of my dignity right now. Oh no, the cat is stuck in the tree. Oh, I need to get the cat down from there and by itself so that I can solve for it. How do I get the cat out of the tree? Well, I hit it with a log on both sides. Okay. How do I get the cat out of the tree? Hit it with a log on both sides. So you're going to shake the tree and the cat's going to come down to the front. Okay, so I logged both sides. And now I'm going to use the power property that we learned yesterday to bring the x in front and make it into multiplication. Okay, and what that does is that allows me to undo the log with division so I can get x by itself. So hit it with a log on both sides. Power property brings the x in front. And then divide. Yep, and then remember, you're going to go to the calculator in one fell swoop. And these are regular logs, so you're just hitting the regular log button. Did I did I type it wrong? Okay. Okay, now remember, for log problems, I like to round to the 4th decimal place, so this is going to be 1.5095. pretty much like all of the worksheets, directions, and the team tests and stuff, all the directions say round to the 10,000th place, which is 4 decimals. Okay, so that's basically what we learned yesterday. Power property. Today we're going to learn the other two properties. And it's gonna be, there's gonna be some stuff. There's gonna be some learning, gonna be some writing, mostly. But you all brought your extra hands, so you're fine. You just have to get it out of your backpack halfway through. Okay, so for this first problem, yes, I realized I wrote the same thing 3 times. Do you ever watch any of those like cooking shows and they're like, let's make steak 3 ways? So
We're gonna solve it 3 different ways.
we're gonna solve it 3 different ways. The first one is just gonna be straight up on the calculator. And this is what I would refer to as the check, because you won't get full credit for not showing your work. So this is how I would check. For B, we're gonna do it properly. And then for C, I'm gonna show you what I did when I was in high school, which, yeah, which Miss Rice told me that they do in AP Pre-Calc. So I'm glad that we are at least doing it once. Struggle's real. Guess I can't start my YouTube channel yet. Okay. So for the first one, for A, I want you guys to go on the calculator and do log base 2 of 30. Literally just calculate log base 2 of 30. So do you guys know where to look to get log base? Okay, math. Okay, perfect. Yep. Yes. And then round to the 4th decimal, so 4.9069. Yeah, okay. So really quick, if you answered it like this for A on a test, you would get 1 point for having the answer and nothing else. Okay, because that's not, I mean, if you actually put this calculator in test mode, log base is blocked. You're not supposed to be able to do that like that. You're supposed to show some understanding of what you're doing. So I use this as my check. Now for B, as Sean said, we're going to do Guinan circle. And so I have 2 to the x equals 30. And then spend a second in your brain going, can I make this a same base exponential? No. Okay. Now I say to myself, oh no, the cat is stuck in the tree. What do I do? Hit it with a log on both sides. Okay. Yep. So first step, hit it with a log on both sides. And really, when I say that, whatever you do to one side of an equation, you have to do to the other. Okay, now use the power property of logarithms to move the X in front. And then divide. Type in one fell swoop. Okay, I would show this on the test, and then I'd go back to the calculator and do this, just to make sure that I had the correct answer before I left. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, now for C. C, we're going to use what's called the change of base formula. And there is a rule that the log of X divided by the log of, actually, don't put a little b like that, put a regular b. Divided by log of b. Okay, and in that case, this is b because it's the base, and this is x because that's what you're dealing with. Okay, so log of 30 divided by log 2. I want you to look on your paper and see if you can see that anywhere, that you already wrote that down. Okay, so, yeah, this change of base formula is really just like taking an escalator all the way up the stairs to the top of your, like, the end of your problem. It's like taking one of those, when you go to the airport, you walk on the thing and it goes fast, like this just sort of shoots you through hyperspace to the end of the problem over here. Shooting you through hyperspace. Okay, is that the proper way to do something? I mean, it was in the 1990s. Okay, so my old calculator didn't have log base on it. This is what I had to do every time. And it was fine. I managed. Look at me, still here. So anyway, what I want you guys to do is next to this. So first of all, put and call this the change of base formula. And I just want you to just know that we discussed that, because if you take AP Pre-Calc, that's what you're going to use. You can always use the guidance circle. As a matter of fact, most of the people in Miss Rice's class do, because we talk about this all the time because we're nerds and we talk about this at lunch. But anyway, okay. So for number 16, I want you guys to do the guidance circle, hit it with a log, power property, one fell swoop in the calculator, and then check your answer by doing log base 5 of 20. Do you understand? I want you to do B and then A of the previous problem, but for this one. A and then. Don't worry about C, we're done with C. I just wanted to show you.
Type it in and then get in circle.
Type it in and guide a circle. Okay, look up at the screen when you're ready. I got 1.8614. I don't know why I made this look like a 9. That's supposed to be a 4. Are we in agreement? 1.8614?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, we need 5.2.
Oh, yeah, BI.
I'm putting eyes with logs.
Oh, no.
No, that's it.
I just numbered it CPM style. Oh, it's way worse than this. Way worse. You're not even halfway.
Well, you did?
What I said it was take notes Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I said that.
It stays there.
Mentally prepared. This is not even halfway for this.
So it's not meant to be on my day anymore.
No, we're past mentally preparing Monday to take notes Tuesday. And then it's gonna be work Wednesday,
What was it?
work Wednesday. But we're doing something really fun on Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, really fun. Yes. It's gonna be awesome. No, I'm serious. It's gonna be great. It's a play. It's a play. It's a math play. And Cody, you have to be in it. I need my.
One problem.
Wait, I have to go from the phone.
No.
No, I'm just gonna read from your, just read out loud. I just need like 6 loud people. Oh. Also, if you could do the voice, I'll try. Sorry about this, sorry. So sorry. So these are not hard. These problems take 10 times longer to set up than they do to actually do. Okay. In A, notice there's nothing there. What I want to do is talk about math 1, exponent rules. Okay. If I have x to the A times x to the B, those are of the same base and I'm multiplying. What do I do with the exponents? Add them. Okay, so the answer to this is x to the A plus B. I want to remind you, it's math 1. If you have the same base and you're multiplying, that means that you add the exponents. Okay, so I need you to know that logs are exponents. So if you're adding them and they have the same base, then you're multiplying. Again, it's just like this. So you're thinking about this backwards. So if you're adding them, yeah, and they're the same base, that means the operation's multiplication. Okay. So if I'm adding them and they have the same base, it's 10. Okay, this one is just the formula. So if I'm adding and they have the same base, you're multiplying. Okay, but before you guys think I'm crazy, real quick, just for a second, just entertain me. Log 5 plus log 2 is log 10. I don't want you guys to think I'm just making stuff up willy-nilly over here. This is like real. Okay, now take that same level of thinking. Yeah, okay. So when I'm dividing, I subtract. So with logs, when I subtract, it's division. What? Yeah. I'll say, I call it like living in exponential land or living in exponent world. It's like, how do exponents behave? Okay, this one I tried to trick you. It is. I wanted you to say 3. You can say 2.5. You can say 5 over 2. I just gonna put 5 over 2. And then this is just m over n. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip to a new page. I don't know if you guys need to flip to a new page, but I'm gonna flip to a new page. And we need to summarize this. So we're gonna start with summarizing those. I told you. I told you it's not good. Take notes Tuesday. I know, I know. I'm aware. I had to psych myself up for it in the shower this morning. It's like, okay, math 3, taking notes. I promise you'll be happy to have this later. Okay, let's write the definition here so that I can move the paper up because I can see people are having trouble seeing the bottom. Okay, so the definition is really just Guinan circle. It's x equals b to the y is the same thing as y equals log base b of x. And I'm going to do my little dealio there just to remind myself. Definition of a logarithm, it's just the Guinan circle. It's not a big deal. Okay. Now, power property is what we learned yesterday. And that is log base b of m to the n. Okay. And then you're going to take, if you have a different color, you can, you don't have to. So power property is what allows you to bring that exponent in front. Okay, product property is the one that we just learned with multiplication. So we said, okay, if two things are multiplying together, they're exponents. So that means the operation is adding. Okay, and the last one is the quotient property. Do you guys remember what quotient means? Yep. So that's just division is subtracting. Okay, now these problems are spicy and it's the first time you've seen them. So if it's hard, please don't blame yourself. This is just one of those things that requires practice. It's not you, it's the problem. Not yet. Someday. The only test really that's left is chapter 7, which is at Christmas. So you have a lot of time to practice. But okay, when the word says expand, it means you're going to take things that look like this and expand them out to look like this. Okay, let me say that again. When it says expand, you guys know what the word expand means, like make it bigger, right? So you're going to take things that are condensed like this and expand them out like this. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, and this part is the hard part. The rest of it's not too bad. The first thing I'm going to do is make this 5 times 2 to the 1/2 times 3 to the 1/2. I'm going to let you think about that for a second. Square root are 1/2 power. And why did I only do the 2 and 3 and not the 5? Exactly. Okay. The 5 is outside and the 2 and 3 were inside. Okay, now I want to draw your eye right here. These three things are all being multiplied, correct? Which means I'm going to expand them out with addition. So log base 7 of 5 plus log base 7 of 2 to the 1/2 plus log base 7 of 3 to the 1/2. Okay. Now I'm going to draw your eye here. When there's exponents, they need to go in front. These two have exponents. I'm going to put my pink arrows in. Okay, now here's the bad news. This is a perfectly good final answer for Mrs. Talbot. But if you're doing one of the CUDA worksheets and the answers are listed, it won't look like this. So I want to give you a heads up. This is how your final answer would look for those. They take the 1/2 and they make them divided by 2. If you got here and you looked at the answer sheet, you were like, oh yeah, she said that. You don't have to rewrite it to make it match the CUDA ones. And this is only if these are fractions. If they're whole numbers in the front, that doesn't happen. It's just they take the fractions for some reason and make them division. I don't know why, but I just wanted to give you the heads up. Okay. B. The first thing I'm going to do is, for lack of a better word, distribute this exponent to both of the things inside. That's not the right word for that, but I don't know what the right word is. Yeah, I'm not even done yet. Okay. You guys good with that? Okay, now do you see it as times? Times is addition, right? So expand it out. And then, now this is the final answer because those are whole numbers. They're not fractions. It doesn't make them into division. That's the end. Mrs. Talbot, why didn't you put that one as A and the other one as B? I don't know. It probably would have been a good idea. You're like, what? Yeah, yeah. Okay, now we need to get back on the ride and go backwards. We're not even done after this. Don't get excited. Well, it's not me. I just work here. Just take a second, change your perspective, and think about how grateful you are to have a teacher who cares enough to teach it to you instead of making you learn it yourself in a group. Just take a second. Think, you know what? She put this together for me. She must really care about me. Because I could just throw a CPM at you and say, go for it. On B with Laura. It's Z. Z? Yeah. I thought that was a fraction. It's a Z. A good question. The good news is after we're done with these two problems, we're done in the notebook. Uh-huh. Now you're doing your math, we're like marathon workout today. I think that actually tomorrow's lesson on the block day is shorter than this one. And then Friday is just pure fun. So, yeah. And it's like, it's this crazy play that you make into a word problem that we do together, and it's really fun. It's like my favorite. It's a murder mystery. I love it. Love it. Love, love, love it. Did I mention that I love it? So we're getting the worst day out of the week done today. Terrible Tuesday? Let's not say that. Right. Okay. All right, you guys, let's finish this. So these guys say condense. Condense means you're going to do the opposite of what we did before. So these are like the answers of these guys, and we're going to take them and put them back to this. Okay, so I'm going to use my previous problems to help me. This problem right here looks very much like this answer. So what did I do last? I put the exponents in front. So what I'm going to do on this one, the first step, kind of like an inverse, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to put the exponents back where they were. I'm just reversing it. Okay, however, this is the first time that we've had subtraction in one of our examples. Okay, so in this one, I put the exponents back and then I condensed it down to 1 log with multiplication because this was plus. Ours is minus. And when it's minus, you make it down to 1 log with division. So this is how it's going to look. Log base 6 a to the 12 over b to the 4. So the first thing is the numerator and the second thing is the denominator. That's done. I actually prefer condensing because you have to write less. Okay, now B. So it looks just like this one, right? Okay, so what's the next step backwards? I take the divided by 3s and make them times a third in the front. So log base 2 of z plus 1/3 log base 2 of x plus 1/3 log base 2 of y. Okay, so I'm right here. Now I'm going to go back to here. How do I get from here to here? Put the exponents back. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So now I'm here, and then I go back to here. So I connect them all with multiplication. And then here's my last question. What what type of root is a 1/3 exponent? Yeah. Okay, so log base 2 of z times, yep. Just make sure that that cube root's only over these two because those are the only two with that 1/3 power. Yep. Okay, now grab your packet and find the page that says log property puzzles really, really big on it. This is the last thing for today. And I'll help you get started. It's really not bad. At least most of it's typed for you. Okay. All right, I'll help you guys get going. So remember the product property, product means times, multiplication. So 6 times what is 60? 10. Okay, 3 times what is 60? Are you picking up what this is laying down here? Okay, now this 120 divided by what is 60? 240 divided by what is 60? Okay, now you're not gonna like the second one because it's choose your own adventure. What that means is you have to think of things that multiply to be 36 and divide to be 36. Yeah, whatever you want. Yep, there you go. Whatever you want. Could be 36 and 1, could be 6 and 6, could be 9 and 4, could be 3 and 12, 12 and 3, 4 and 9. Is that all of them? Did I get them all? Okay, and then it seems as though on the division ones, I get really lazy. 144 divided by 4. Okay. I was gonna do 360 and 10 because I'm just that lazy. What's 75 divided by 1.5? I mean, 50? Yeah. Okay. Once you guys fill this in the rest of the way, whatever your adventure is, you're done. And the homework is a worksheet in the packet. The front is all chapter 5 stuff, and the back is the expand and condense. Mm-hmm. Nope. Less writing. Did you do 8 and 5? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get out my extra hand. I get to do this twice today.